all the interesting stuff that happens. But before we even move forward, I'd like to introduce my colleagues, my co-hosts, starting from the gentleman by my left hand side.
We are both by left hand side.
You will calm down. Left hand side, father, left hand side. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You dey laugh in slow motion.
Because I'm trying
introduce
Hello guys,
yourself.
my name is Omsa and it's good to be here.
Okay, and the guy by my father left hand side.
I'm not father.
Sorry, the guy by the close. Oga, Sami Tare.
All right, my name is Tomiwa Babalola, and again, it's a pleasure. Maybe I might do a double on this guy.
All right, so guys, like I said earlier, this is Sports Bant, where we discuss the trending sports issues, sports topic, top stories of every week. Now, so today's one is very simple. We have two topics to discuss. One of them, we are asking the question, who do you think is a better coach between Frank Lampard of Chelsea and Ole Gunnar Solskjær? Solskjær.
Anyone.
So we are asking who is the better coach between Frank Lampard of Chelsea and Ole Gunnar Solskjær of Manchester United. So we are also going to be asking a question. Yesterday we also our Nigerian brother, the brother we all suddenly love now, Mr. Jude Odion Ighalo. He played for Manchester United yesterday. He was the fulfillment of a dream he has had for a long time. And a lot of everybody in Nigeria was rooting for him and giving him support. So we are asking the question, do you think Ighalo, seeing the 5 minutes of play he had, at least as an example, do you think he's going to be a hit or a miss at Manchester United? So these are the topics we are going to be discussing today. So guys, please, we always ask you, our shows are always very, very interactive. Please invite your friends, your uncles, your aunties, everybody that is a sports fan, even those that know these things. They might not be, just invite them, let them come and partake in our discussion today. So let me start from you, Tomoa.
Yep.
Who is a better coach, Frank Lampard or Ole Gunnar Solskjær?
Based on head-to-head this season,
Yes.
Solskjær is a better coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just Solskjær is the better coach.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, I just said head on.
You know what?
head-to-head.
Let me. You said based on head to head.
Yes.
For you, Solskjær is a better coach.
Right.
Not so. Who is a better coach?
Frank Lampard is a better coach. And
Why is your voice low?
calm down.
Okay.
Frank Lampard is a better coach.
Yes.
For me, it's not about head to head. It's about overall contribution, your overall impact in the team. You can't compare the Man United team and the Chelsea team.
Why can't you compare?
Money. Man United, that team you're seeing, Man United spent millions of pounds just to generate that team.
Okay.
Chelsea did not buy any player when Lampard joined. We didn't buy not even one single player. So why would you
Why would you even want to compare both of them?
And again, if you want to look at Ole and Lampard's antecedents, you would observe that Ole has coached at 3 clubs, Molde, at Cardiff, and Man United. Go and check his stats at those 2 clubs he coached earlier. Very woeful. He was sacked.
He was even sacked
at Cardiff.
At Cardiff, okay.
Yes, and that's because he didn't have the players he wanted. But now he has the luxury of stars, so you don't want him to deliver. Come on, that's bullshit.
Okay. So Thomas, do you agree with what he said?
First thing, maybe I need to remind you.
Okay.
He said they didn't sign any player.
Yes.
Pulisic came.
Pulisic was signed before Lampard.
But he came.
Pulisic was signed. I said.
But he came.
I said Lampard did not sign any player.
Hold on.
Pulisic was signed before Lampard came.
Was Pulisic playing when before Lampard came?
Pulisic did not join Chelsea.
Both of them are right. That's what we are saying. You said that Chelsea did not sign any player
under Lampard.
Oh,
yes.
Under Lampard. But Pulisic came and started playing under Lampard.
Okay.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, fine. Even if you want to bring in Pulisic, that's just one player. Okay. How many players have Ole signed?
He signed James.
Okay.
Daniel James.
Has he lived up to his billing?
Yes, he has.
James.
15 million pounds. Yes.
James.
Yes, he
How many
has.
goals has James scored?
Well, I
How
can't.
many assists has he created?
Are you going to judge him by his assist or by
He's based
how would
on
you judge him?
contribution now. He's
Okay.
an attacker.
He's an attacker
Yes,
who hasn't
now.
scored a lot of goals. That's a valid
It's
point.
based
We're
What has he done?
coming.
Okay,
We're
okay,
coming.
okay.
What does it? I will. Don't worry. When it is your time to talk, I will dig in and give you stats. Stats are always there, right?
Yes.
He signed Daniel James, 15 million pounds.
Yes.
He signed Wan-Bissaka. Do you want to tell me Wan-Bissaka has not been fantastic for Manchester United?
You said, when is my time? I'll talk. So let me
No,
know.
I asked a question.
Okay.
I asked a question. You can interject. Has Wan-Bissaka been good for Manchester United this
He's
season?
off
or not?
and on. That's the truth.
Okay, fantastic. You know, you are the one
He's been
saying.
off and on. Is this same one
But
Bissaka?
I'm coming on. He's been off and on. He's been off and on.
Hold on.
He's been off and on.
Okay.
But the 3 times that Chelsea have faced Manchester United this season, oh my God, what has happened? 2 times clean sheet.
Okay,
How
wait,
far?
wait,
How
wait,
market?
Wait, you are not answering the question.
Okay.
Calm down.
Okay.
We would, at the end of the season,
Yes.
what will be the determinant? Is it that Man United beat Chelsea on 3 occasions,
Or
or
the general
Man United
the
did
general
not qualify for
performance?
Champions League?
Okay, wait,
What
guys,
would-
guys.
What would decide?
What would decide? Okay,
It's not-
guys.
you're
Before we
basing
before
this
we
on Chelsea.
before we proceed,
Overall, what are you
before we proceed, we have a number of people who are watching already from the house. Dakali Solomon says he picks Ole Gunnar Solskjær. He thinks Solskjær is better than Frank Lampard. So Vincent says for him it is arguably Frank Lampard. Comrade Jayola says none of them are even good at all. Yeah, okay.
Comrade.
Steady Frost is giving it to Ole Gunnar Solskjær. And yes, those are the ones we have for now. Those are the comments we have for now. But you guys cannot looking at the. You guys have spoken about the fact that both of them have done some certain things when they go to the club. But I'm looking at it from a general point of view now. Let me ask you, leave whatever facts and figures you have. From a general point of view,
Yeah.
okay, judging by positions of the club and how they have fared so far, who is the better coach?
Judging, okay, you're saying we should leave every other thing.
Yes.
You can't leave every other
Every other
thing
thing,
because
okay.
they form those every other thing form part of the football.
The football, okay.
Do you understand? So
So
you can't-
considering every other thing now.
yes, I'm still sticking by Solskjær.
Okay.
I'm still sticking by Solskjær
Let
because
me counter this man.
Wait, hold on. You
Calm
calm
down now.
Keep
Calm
keep
down.
that point. Don't forget.
do you
Continue,
understand?
Tomoa.
I'm basing my because at this very point
Yes.
we're talking about these 2 coaches, right?
Okay.
Yes, every other result matters. Do you understand? But right now, what have the 2 of them? Yes, so Solskjær started coaching before Lampard. Yeah, how many years experience does he have? Maybe just
What has he achieved?
what has Lampard achieved also?
Lampard got Derby
Derby
County
County.
to play off.
Okay.
They competed to get into
But
the
you
Premier
remember-
League.
you remember-
In
you remember-
his first job.
Remember this.
In his
Remember
first
this
job,
song.
first ever managerial job.
Remember this song.
Come on, guys.
Almost doesn't count.
Yes, it doesn't count. But
Come
in
on,
fact,
give me a musical
his
reference.
first managerial job,
But then-
he got Derby County, a
Good.
relatively unknown team.
Derby County relatively unknown team.
Who did you know in that team?
Who
Be honest.
I mean, apart from Etebo at Stoke City, tell me another player that you know.
That played for Derby County.
Stoke City.
Stoke City.
Yes.
Come
What
on.
you know?
Joe Allen was there.
We are talking about.
There were players that were there that I know.
Tell me. We're talking about.
Begovic was their goalkeeper.
And he's still there.
He's no longer there.
We're talking about championship team.
Okay.
And you said me to be
Okay,
mentioning
guys.
What
championship
did
team.
Solskjær do when he was manager of
Cardiff
and
and Molde?
What did he do?
He's still. Was he not a Molde
You're-
when
you're
I'm
stuttering
not
now.
stuttering.
You're
Was he not a Molde when Manchester United went to pick him
We'll
up?
bring
Wait,
water for you. We'll
wait.
give you water. Wait,
Was he not a Molde when
Wait,
Manchester
Tomoa,
United?
calm
The
down.
thing is,
Okay,
the
I'm
point
listening to
here
you,
is
Nozo.
that even at Man United,
Yes.
I don't want to be too offensive, but Ole is just like a ceremonial head there.
How is he a
Most
ceremonial
of the
head?
dirty jobs is still done by Ferguson. You see this? Yes.
You are saying Ferguson.
Ferguson
So
is,
Ole is basically
I'm just saying
to some extent. You are saying
to some extent,
Ole is just a
would run
figurehead
to Ferguson, yes,
for help.
when he's not getting things done.
Okay.
And we see it on the pitch. Sometimes we see Ferguson walk out. storms the stadium very angry. Why? Because the results are not going his way.
So when Mourinho was at Manchester United,
and again,
when Mourinho was at Manchester United,
check out Man United backroom staff. They have former players. They have
former
Carrick.
I know.
They have a couple of players that have played and understand the system.
Mr. Check, not on the.
Based on that, wait, guys, let us calm down. Guys, let us calm down. Let us calm down. Let's take a couple of comments. Sunday Vincent is saying Lampard plays with inexperienced players. He was banned from buying players, sold key players, and currently sits in the top 4 best team above Ole in EPL this season. Osaro says Ole is better. Nofi is giving it to Frank. Sunday Vincent is saying, we've taken that comment. So people are just, I think for now, we can't tell from the comments because people are still balancing between Lampard and Ole. But you made the point, which you said Ferguson still directs how everything is done. Ole is being a figure, to some extent a figurehead. Do you agree to that?
I don't agree because when Mourinho was there, Ferguson would always give Mourinho. Number one, whenever Ferguson was fine, he would always be at just hold on.
Travel with Mourinho's team for a Champions League game. Ferguson was traveling with Man United.
He was officially.
Yes.
How? Which game?
The match against PSG that they won away from. Ferguson was traveled with that team. He was on the pitch.
PSG was it not the first Champions League match that Ole took over? And he went. What was it?
Okay, but when I said
was it not right to go and watch the match?
Lampard's first managerial job, he got there. You said that is just almost. Now first,
hold on. Which help? Somebody went away from home to go and see how his team under new manager will perform. So that equates to, that means you're telling me that anytime that Roman Abramovich travels with Chelsea, he's going to buy the referee.
Mind you, Roman Abramovich has not watched any
Chelsea game this season. Because that's what I'm saying.
And
I'm coming. So you're telling me, hold on. You're telling me that every time Abramovich traveled with Chelsea, he had an influence on the team. Is that what you are telling me?
I'm not saying that.
So why would you say because Ferguson traveled? No, you are missing the point.
You're not getting my point.
Okay.
Ferguson to a large extent dictates what happens in that team.
In what? How?
How is he?
I don't want to understand.
Hold on. Let him explain. How is he evident?
In terms of players selection,
yes.
We know that Scott McTominay came into that team because of Ferguson. We know that we are seeing Williams now in the team because of Ferguson. We know that
Scott McTominay.
We know that players like Fred wasn't sold because
Mourinho, this same Scott McTominay.
So what are you saying?
Mourinho promoted him. Mourinho promoted
on whose advice?
Okay, so Mourinho also got advice from Ferguson. But you didn't mention it. You didn't mention it. No. You didn't mention it. You didn't mention it. You highlighted
Ole and Lampard. Mourinho is in the picture.
But we are making references. You brought Ferguson into it.
Guys, let's relax a little bit, please. Let's take a couple of comments. No, so this is a very interesting comment.
Okay.
It's from K West Dollars. He says that man on wine color. He's talking to you. He says you are saying nonsense.
He's a Man U fan.
Okay, Joseph is saying for me, Gunnar is a better coach. Bahubali, I think they're having an argument. He's telling Enel Joe that okay, Ole is not in the top 4. Automatically, he cannot be a better coach than Lampard, who is in the top 4. Destiny Udoka says Lampard is better than Uche. To everyone watching at home, you might be experiencing some internet challenges, but please bear with us. You know how these things are, but please just know that we can see your comments and we are getting to them in a bit. But no, so this thing you've just said about Ferguson, are you saying he doesn't speak well of Ole's abilities as a coach?
To a large extent, yes. He doesn't.
But he didn't have the. Are you saying because of the fact that he didn't have the Ferguson support at Molde and Cardiff? Probably that's one of the reasons why he failed.
He didn't have the players he wanted. See, wait. He asked me a question. Calm down. Pressful. See, the thing is, I'm saying that to a large extent he has the players right now.
Yes.
But for you to have the players, you also need to know how to use them.
How to use those players.
And that is where he would need Ferguson, because come on, Man United have not won any major trophy since Ferguson retired as their coach.
But they've had the succession of coaches.
Yes, and they've had series of coaches.
They've not won any. When you say they've won the Europa League. That's where I was going to.
Any major.
Is Europa League not a major trophy?
Any major domestic trophy.
Domestic trophy.
Let me rephrase that.
Major. Which one is major?
When I mean major, they've not won the Premier League. That is like the biggest domestic trophy.
But they won the FA Cup in 2017.
Is it?
I said when I mean.
Okay,
major,
so continue, boy, continue.
So let's leave that aside, and we can count how many trophies have they won in the space of Ferguson. I guess Ferguson retired in
2013.
2013.
Yeah,
that's 7 years. How many trophies? I can bet my money that it's up to 10.
How much do you want to bet?
I can bet my money it's up to 10.
I'm not even betting.
So what's your point? Here's the point you're going to.
My point is, like I said, he needs Ferguson to tell him how to use these players. And at some point, there are some games that we know what Ferguson was good at, Fergie time. There are some games that most of Ferguson's game, he wins them with just a goal margin. And that is when you need someone that knows so much about tactics for you to win those kind of games. Because there are some opponents that are just very difficult to crack. You find it very difficult. These opponents are not maybe very lowly placed teams, but you find it difficult to score against them.
So that's for you, it's enough to say he's not being a good coach.
He can't stand alone.
He can't stand alone.
If he doesn't have the players he wants, he's not a good coach.
Okay.
Lampard does not have any major.
But from what I can see you. Also,
imagine Hazard in this Chelsea team playing under Lampard.
But the same Hazard is still struggling at
Real Madrid.
I'm coming. Yes, but see this. Before I even go on, I'm going to ask Nomse a question.
Okay.
He said that he said he didn't counter that Mourinho was taking advice from Ferguson. So you are telling me now that Solskjær cannot stand alone because Ferguson was there. Yeah. That means that Mourinho too couldn't stand alone when he was Manchester United because Ferguson was there.
Tell me why you're a sport person, and I know you know this thing.
I don't know. I'm just telling you. Okay.
Calm down. The thing is that to a large extent we know that why Mourinho left Man was because he was beginning to have issues with Woodward, and Woodward and Ferguson are really close. So to a large extent, he was beginning to have issues with Ferguson.
So you are giving us behind the scenes action.
No, not even that, sir. And you can also see it in the teams Mourinho was rolling out. Mourinho believed more on experienced players.
Okay.
He wasn't really giving the opportunity for youth players to play. In the team. But Ferguson, we have always known that Ferguson gives opportunity to youth players. Ferguson was the one that signed Ronaldo at a very young age. He gives, and that is what Solskjær is doing. So it's like copy and paste. So this guy just do it. I try this.
So this is now. I'm sorry. I'm going to bring a club like Barcelona into.
Yeah.
They have a philosophy. Now you are saying that because they have a style of playing fast-paced football, passing football. If another coach comes now and is doing the same, you are saying it's a copy and paste. It's not like a club philosophy.
He's raising a valid point.
It's a club philosophy.
So
yes.
But wait, the difference here is that, like he said, it's a club philosophy. It has been there over time. Man United have had series of coaches after Ferguson.
Yes.
Some have adopted different tactics. Van Gaal used to play with more wing players, choked the midfield. Moyes had his own tactics. Mourinho had his own tactics. They had different coaches, so it's not just going to be easy for one coach to just come and say, okay, let me adopt this.
So you are saying the lack of his own identity means he's doing copy and paste.
He has to just stick with what was what was working for them, and that was Ferguson's area.
And that's what he's doing now.
Trying to do
okay,
now.
well, so before we continue, this comment from Romeo, he said, talking about experience, Zinedine Zidane won the Champions League with Real Madrid as his first season as a coach. And not few Abbas Olarinwaju says, it is not about the match won, but he's saying you can't judge coaches by the matches they have won. He's saying, but the team attribute in terms of players. I don't understand what that means, because I feel like it's how the club is doing that will judge a coach. He says, for now, Frank is still the best. Shobade Shehu says, judge everything by the table. How many matches has Ole lost and Lampard? How many manager of the month awards have they won? Has any one of them won manager of the month?
Yes.
Who has won?
Lampard.
Lampard.
Ole has not won any. And from this season,
yes,
there have been 6 Premier League manager of the month awards.
Yes.
Jurgen Klopp has won 5.
Jurgen Klopp has won 5.
6.
Okay.
The only one left, Lampard. Ole has not even entered nominees. And it's better.
That's the point. Okay, so wait, Christopher Obar is raising the point here. He says Ole did not fail at Molde. He won the league with Molde. Is that true?
Yes, he did.
He did. Okay.
But you cannot compare the success at Molde. Wait now.
No.
When you win the league and you get to the Champions League and you're not doing anything. Come on, that's where people rate you. Okay. People are not watching the Norway League. People don't watch it. But when you come to the continental,
you don't watch it compared
at the continental stage, when you come to
because you
Europa,
don't watch it, people don't watch
compared
it.
to the Premiership.
When we are talking about in this part
and
of
so
the
you
world.
say we don't watch it. People don't watch it. There are people who are feeling offended that you are saying they don't watch it. I don't know.
So when Christopher is back, he says Sir Alex has no say at United.
That's why I said Nonso is giving us behind the scenes.
Christopher is entitled.
Behind the scenes. Okay, Basil Coach Atomwa, he's raising a point here. He says so shameful we can only discuss professional, the foreign leagues, while our own local league is dying.
Well, Basil, our league is not dying. Our league, we can't, obviously we cannot compare our league with the European leagues right now. Obviously, but Basil, let me even ask you, how many times have you taken a pain to go to the stadium to support any of the 20 leagues playing in Nigeria?
20 teams.
Yeah, there are 20 across the nation. Talk to me. Let us talk about this. Then we'll take it from there.
We'll take it from there. So you can't come and say we are not talking about the Nigerian league when you yourself are not doing anything in support of the Nigerian league. We do report these things from time to time. So guys, quickly before we go, let's end the Solskjær. We'll get back to that before the show ends. But quickly, would you think Ighalo, seeing what you saw yesterday, the way man you played, do you think Ighalo is going to be a hit or a miss for Manchester United? Tomorrow?
I'm thinking about my pot.
I think it's going to be. So is it going to be a miss?
I'm thinking this is my reason. You know, you as an experienced player in the Premier League, you don't need 30 minutes to show what the class you are made of. They brought you in for one thing, at least see half chance and bury it. Thank God that they had 2 goals already. If that was the only goal they were banking on, that game would have been maybe draw.
But some will argue that the circumstances on how he even got the ball, that at least the fact that I even made an effort to try and hit the ball and it got to the keeper, that's enough. Yeah, every time strikers cannot score.
I agree every time strikers cannot score, but there are some efforts that you make that they know that, yes.
So that effort Ighalo made wasn't enough?
It wasn't. See, as a striker, not even as a striker, as a footballer, there's something that they probably don't teach you, but you know. Instinct. You anticipate some situations. So
Ighalo as a striker did not appreciate the
that he didn't anticipate it.
He didn't anticipate it. And that for you means he might not have a successful career.
I won't. This is his first match.
Yes.
Do you understand? I'm not going to be a prophet of doom.
Yes.
But based on what I saw yesterday, you know, his scoring chances might be very limited.
Okay. So what do you think? Ighalo, man, you hit or miss?
This man, he's part of the people that speaking bad about Ighalo. This man is the reason why Ighalo has not disabled his Instagram comments. Because of people like this.
But I didn't abuse him now. I only stated the fact.
The thing is, for me, I believe it's going to be a hit. But let's even go back. Let's go down memory lane. Okay. The thing is,
do this as quickly as possible.
Yes. Okay. Even if Ighalo would not become a hit at Man United, if he can try as much as possible to get 4 or 5 goals before the season ends, I believe to a large extent some Premier League teams, not high-profile Premier League teams, might want to come for him at the end of the season. Based on his efforts and based on the fact that
he's still young, no?
And he's still young.
How old is he?
Chelsea signed George Weah at 33. 30.
Okay.
Chelsea signed George Weah at 33 from AC Milan, and George Weah came that season on loan. He came that season and scored 5 to 6 goals thereabouts, and I think he scored against Liverpool, and we won the FA Cup that year. After that season, Chelsea refused to give him Guess who signed him? Man City. He moved from Chelsea to Man City.
Okay.
Okay, Man City were not so big as at that time. But a 33-year-old George Weah moved to Man City at that age.
And he did well?
And he did well too.
Okay.
So the thing is, even if he does not become a hit, I believe this is a good step. So it will open more doors.
More doors for him.
Yeah.
More doors for him. So guys, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen to Ighalo at Manchester United? Is it going to be a success? Is it going to be a hit? Or is it going to be a miss? When we talk about miss, is it going to be like, what's that Portuguese guy? Baby. Is it baby or baby? No.
Baby.
It was baby now.
Baby.
Yes, baby. Then they've had, Man, you have had a couple of other strikers. Manucho. Is it going to join their ranks, or is it going to go the way of the Ronaldos, what's the Dwight York and the other, I can't remember their name now. Heskey played for Man U.
Yeah. No, that was Liverpool. Okay. Andy Cole. Andy
Cole and Dwight. Is it going to go that way? So only time will tell. So guys, thank you very much for joining us today. But before we go, who is the better coach? Final. No, we should not say any addition again. Final answer. Lampard, Solskjær.
Are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking.
Three back-to-back with 2 clean sheets. That's my case.
For your case, that's only. And also,
Lampard. One is fourth, one is seventh. There's a difference.
Okay, so Basil is back. Basil, who made a comment about the Premier League, he says, I live here in the UK with every necessary coaching badge. I think we should create more awareness discussing our local league. We agree, awareness is being created, but also the organizers need to fix up. That's the simple truth. A lot of things happen in that league that you hear and you be like, what's happening? But hopefully things work out the next time. And also, and Toma, thank you very, very much for coming on the show today. Guys, don't forget, this is Sports Bant on Lady TV. My name is... Shake me. We bring the next topic your way next week. Guys, bye for now. Not too